The federal opposition is under scrutiny as it searches for massive budget savings. Leaked documents show the coalition's Razor Gang needs to find $70 billion to pay for all the party's promises, including scrapping the carbon tax. And the government is having its own battle with the budget bottom line. Here's political reporter Melissa Clark.
In the quest to fill the coffers, there's a need to raid every hollow log. Leaked coalition documents suggest they'll need to find $70 billion to pay for scrapping the carbon tax, the mining tax and other promises.
It is absolutely fanciful. We are not going to go ahead with a $27 billion slug on Australian households.
Nonetheless, the coalition says cuts of that size can be found.
Finding 50, 60 or 70 billion is about identifying waste, identifying areas where you do not need to proceed with programs.
You know, what is the opposition proposing to do? Not pay pensioners for 2 years? Not pay anybody $1 in Medicare for 4 years?
In good time before the next election, we will announce all of our funding commitments.
By then, the budget should be back in the black. But turmoil on financial markets hasn't only rattled investor confidence, it's also shaken the rock-solid certainty of the language the government has used to describe the return to surplus. Only 3 months ago, there was this.
Now, we've charted the course back to surplus in 2012-13 on track, on time and as promised.
That's why it's very important to return the budget to surplus, and we will, as promised.
But the government's now describing the return to surplus as a plan or an objective that the government will do its very best to implement.
This government has been saying for months now that it would achieve a surplus. Well, it should honour that promise. That's what it should do.
We are determined to keep pursuing a budget surplus in 2012-13 and we expect to achieve that surplus.
All plain sailing for this skipper. Melissa Clark, ABC News, Canberra.